And welcome everybody, and we are live right now on the T Corner and stuff. I'm glad that y'all tuning in and stuff. And today we have a special guest right here, and she's a poet, and she's gonna be doing some amazing things. And I'm glad to have her on the show. But I hope y'all having a beautiful, blessed day out there, and I hope y'all having uh, not like enjoying life, man. Because I know that if you turn on the news and stuff, all you see is people doing crazy things and stuff like that. But right here on T Corner, we're gonna just try to change that narrative around, and actually talk about some really cool things and things people are doing out there in the community and stuff like that, or in the arts and stuff. So, with no further ado, I'm gonna bring up my guest today. Her name is Emajah. I hope I said that right, cause yeah. Ooh, Lord, I tried. I tried. I know she's smiling. I know she's smiling.
Yes,
Yo,
yes.
did
It
I get it
wasn't
right?
too bad. It wasn't too bad. It's Emajah.
Okay, okay. At least I was somewhere in the ballpark.
Yeah, you was closer than a lot of people.
Yeah, yeah. So yes, indeed. So how you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm really excited to be here, and I thank you for letting me come on the show. And I love the intro too. Yes, I love the intro. I wanted to say, but
Yes,
I'm like, let me be
indeed.
quiet. Let me wait till it's my time, then I can say.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I made that all myself right there, and also
Yes.
like that beginning part right there where you saw like the T Line Beats production and the smoke coming up.
Mm-hmm.
My nephew actually made that, so yeah,
Mm.
he learned a few things from old uncle and stuff. So I was like, you know what? Hey, that's gonna be my intro then. He's
Yes.
been so excited ever since I started doing that. So little shout out to my little nephew out there.
Yes, shout out nephew. You know when great minds come together, create something beautiful. That's what it was.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, everybody, she is also a poet. So, tell me, how did you get into poetry? Because I know every poet's journey is different in the beginning, and some are light and some are dark. So, how was yours?
So I'm going to answer the first question that you had said was how I got
Mm-hmm.
into it. I got into poetry. I've always been doing poetry since I was younger, middle
Mm-hmm.
school days, elementary school. But
Mm-hmm.
I remember even one time, it was this class. I had this favorite teacher, Miss Jean Louis, and
Mm-hmm.
she had got me into this program. I forget what the program was called, but basically, like it was for young poets. So they
Mm-hmm.
would take us to this university. I think it's like Villanova, and and we would just see it would be filled up, at least 50, 60 kids there who are poets
Mm-hmm.
from all walks of life, and we got to hear some really powerful stuff. So I just always loved poetry. I always thought, though, until now, I'm starting to be more public with it. But I've been
Mm-hmm.
writing poetry all my life, but I put it down to quiet because I was feeling like, nobody's going to like it. They're not going to
Mm-hmm.
hear my message. And
Oh
I would
yeah.
just, all these things talking me out. So I just kept my poetry always to myself.
Mm-hmm.
But, one day, I would say recently, within the last like 2 or 3 years,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you know what? Um, I just like had a recheck in my life, and I'm like, wait, I feel like I'm talented. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, even if I changed my perspective, so even if everybody don't hear me, I know that I could just talk to a few people that might be able to understand, what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I just got into it, and well, I'm just getting back into it, getting it
Mm-hmm.
publicly out there, and the kind of stuff that I portray is more so about reality. Now,
Mm-hmm.
in reality, yeah, like in
Yeah.
reality, you have the light that
Mm-hmm.
comes up during the day, and then you have the moon that comes up during the night.
Mm-hmm.
So my work is like really structured around the arts of reality, the arts of life. It's
Mm-hmm.
not all good and it's not
Mm-hmm.
all bad.
Oh
But
yeah.
everything it has a message of the greater good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, me and you are both in that same mindset right
Mindset.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like this. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Reality
you
poetry.
feel me. Yeah. Cause
Yeah.
that's what we gotta do. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I feel like
Hmm.
how it was best for me to portray my message out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that is my therapy right there.
Mm.
You know, shoot, if like when I write poetry, it's like literally my therapy. Is to help
Yes.
me to release. And
Yes.
I say always on my podcast, like when I'm saying these poems, you know, I'm not just talking about somebody else. I'm actually talking about myself. So
That's the key.
yeah,
That's the key.
yeah.
And we don't even realize how much people going through the same stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had to go back and I actually started trying to give the world the message.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
that it wasn't working for me though. What was working for me was me figuring out what did I learn or how
Yeah.
do I feel because that's what
Mm-hmm.
probably people can relate to more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah.
saying? So like, man, I'm like, okay, just focus on how I feel. Then more people say, "Oh yeah, you feel like that? Oh dang, I be going through that,
Mm-hmm.
and it will be more attractive to them."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Shoot, you right all up in my alley. I'm like, yeah, yeah. So let me go ahead and give you a round of
Thank
applause on
you,
that.
thank you.
Yeah. Cause I'm like, yo, okay, all right, okay.
Yeah,
Shoot.
like yeah,
Cause
poetry. What was I about to say? Oh, I'm listening.
no, no, no. I said, like that's some real stuff that you were saying right there. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just like about to make a comment from how when we really express ourselves through poetry,
Mm-hmm.
like it's very much therapeutic.
Mm-hmm.
And poetry is not the only art form that I do. I
Mm-hmm.
also like create jewelry, because I like to
Mm-hmm.
just put stuff together. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
You're a
See what
creator.
beautiful thing. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to writing though, it's not even like it's like specific. Like I don't
Mm-hmm.
just go out and say, all right, look, damn, this what I'm gonna talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll just be in the vibe and I'm like, yo, I
Yeah.
just need to write something.
Yeah.
And
It
then
got to flow from your spirit, huh?
yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then next thing you know, I'm rereading. I'm like, oh snap, this one hot. Oh snap. Might gotta go. You gotta go in a little bit to tweak it out. You maybe want to change
Oh
some
yeah.
things, but you just go right in that spirit and just write some stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and then just oh snap, I
And
just did that. You
shoot,
know?
man,
Yep.
that's the most therapeutic moment in time, like when you just like
Mm-hmm.
when it's, and I wrote this on a poem one time. I said, when it's just me, my pen, my pad, and my soul. And
Mm.
I just mentioned those three things, and wrote a whole like 2 to 3 page poem. I was like,
Mm. You
like,
was in it.
yeah, yeah. And I don't, and I'm just like you, I just can't write just to write.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm gonna write just to write, that's just gonna be a journal entry for me, okay?
Yes,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? But when it's time for me to write my poetry, that's coming from my spirit, from my soul, from somewhere deep within.
Yes. Yes,
So,
that's
yeah, I could feel you on that one. I could feel you on that one because people just don't understand when um when you listen to a poet and stuff. Some of them are trying to give you a Dr. Seuss way,
mm-hmm.
and then some of them is just trying to give you the Maya Angelou way, which is like, yo, she's using the elements just to tell you, look here, don't be the jailbird that needs to sing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes. I know
So
exactly what you mean.
yeah, so yeah, keep talking, man. Like I'm enjoying this. I'm like I'm turning into a fan. I'm like, yeah,
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
yes,
Well,
indeed.
yeah, a lot of my writings is a source of, I would say, like I like to have a start and a beginning,
Hmm.
and I'm really a believer of progress. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And taking it day by day, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So in my poetry, most things you'll be able to catch that concept that
Mm-hmm.
you will grow,
Oh yeah.
like you and we're supposed to. We're not
Mm-hmm.
supposed to start off at 100, you know what I'm saying? You start off at
Mm-hmm.
0 and you work your way up. So a lot of my poetry I use as like a, a, a physical way for people to see that you ain't gotta start off with it all. 9 times out of 10, most people don't. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Oh
like get
yeah.
comfortable starting off where you start off, wherever that point is for you.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You speaking. Yeah. You. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I gotta make a little adjustment right here. Something. Right.
Hmm.
Good now. We good.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. It was on my end. Shoot. Somebody kept on saying, man, check it. Make sure you got it on the right mic. Either way, it was coming off my camera mic anyway. It picks up real good anyway
Hmm.
because it's right here
Well,
in
that's
front of me. But I just want
okay.
this mic to be on. Check one
Right.
two 1 2. Yeah, we good.
We good. We was
Yeah,
always good.
yeah. Hey, I told I said on my podcast this year. I said, you know what? If we have bloopers, I'm just adding it to the show, man. Because you know what? It gotta be reality somewhere in this land of fake.
Yes. I love that. I love
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
just reality, keeping it real,
Yeah, keeping it
not
real.
to
Like in reality, it's gonna be mistakes. It's just gonna
right.
happen. That's how you build up. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
hey, a person with no mistakes, that's a boring person right there to me.
Right. I don't it ain't nobody who haven't made any mistakes. I don't know anybody who have not made any mistakes.
See,
Like
hmm,
you ain't make no mistakes, you ain't living. You know what I'm
come
saying?
on now, come on now,
Like,
shoot.
you know?
And that's facts right there. I'm like, yo, you ain't gonna go through this world like not making no mistakes. Somewhere in
Mhm.
life, you gonna have the best intentions in life
Mhm.
to want to help another person, but it's gonna come off as a mistake.
Yep.
So hey, shoot,
Yep. And
that's
then
real talk.
yeah, yep. But you can learn from it,
Oh yeah,
like if you
exactly.
change perspective, if
Hmm.
you not look at it as a mistake, but you look at it as, okay, I fell down, now I just have to get back up.
Yes,
It's about that
indeed.
get up. You,
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So yeah, earlier you was talking about that you dabble in something else. So what is that you do? Because I heard something about jewelry. I was like,
yeah.
okay, cool.
Yeah, so I have a very creative spirit, okay?
Hmm.
I have a very creative spirit. So I exercise that in every way I see possible. I love
Hmm.
to dance,
Hmm.
but I don't like to dance like in a structured environment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like to just whip my hair, turn
Yeah.
on some music and just, flow, woo, 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 woo.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I feel
like
you. The free
and
spirit way. Yeah, I feel
yes,
you.
yes, you gotta find whichever ways make you feel like you are in your highest element.
Hmm.
Like I was having this conversation with myself. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little off track. Is that okay?
Okay, it's cool. It's
Okay.
cool.
Okay. I feel like I should say this though, since we talk about it, I feel like this is like a subject about it,
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Um, so this other day I was talking to myself and I'm like, we have a heart and we have a mind and we have a soul.
Hmm.
When we look into the skeleton, we see a brain and we see a
Hmm.
heart, but we don't see the soul, you
Hmm.
know?
Come on now.
But your brain and your heart, they are physical attributes that you need to be on this planet Earth. So when
Hmm.
you leave the planet Earth, you don't really have a brain, you don't really have a heart. You just are a soul. You are a part of the source now.
Hmm.
So how can we how do we know when we're in our soul? Like our soul, aka I call it highest element. When you are
Hmm.
just feeling like you are just in your highest element, So
Hmm.
what do you do that's not what your brain's telling you should do, not what
Hmm.
your heart telling you what to do, but what do happens to you that just makes you feel the most you, you know?
Hmm.
So like what really makes me feel like I'm my most self is when I dance all crazy like no one's watching.
Hmm. Yeah.
When I write down some poetry because I know like it helps other people, but like you said, it's really helpful for me to get out
Mm-hmm.
my emotions so I won't just be having them all up in my head. And
Mm-hmm.
the next one is creating jewelry. I have this right here is the moonstone. This is a
Mm.
creation that I made. Let me see, I'm trying
Oh,
to get
okay,
it.
nice.
Yes, yes. Make some
Nice.
jewelry. These are the rings I have. Let's
Mm-hmm.
see. Let's put this on right now. Make it a little bit straight so you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Yes, but I'm really into, I believe in, higher energy,
Mm-hmm.
uplifting the
Oh yeah.
energy. And when you're dealing with organic metals, you're dealing with organic uh just copper, I say
Mm-hmm.
copper is a metal, but crystals and things like that,
Mm-hmm.
it's all about the energy. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Oh
So
yeah.
you don't wear it expecting a drastic change,
Mm-hmm.
because energy, we don't really see energy unless it's
Mm-hmm.
going fast. It's a whole bunch of stuff
Oh
that
yeah.
happens, we
Oh
don't
yeah.
see.
And majority of your energy people don't understand is like take your cell phone for example.
Hmm.
When you plug it up in the wall,
Let's
does it
talk. Let's
does
talk.
does it go automatically to 100 or does it have to build up?
Exactly.
So I'm just saying, we could have a poetic church up in here today.
No, amen. Let's do it. Get the
Shoot.
people
But
going.
yeah, I mean, like, come on, like that's what
Hmm.
energy is. It slowly builds up. You, it's
Exactly.
not like you're gonna put the crystal on and then be like this. Oh, hey, Wizard of
I feel a
Oz.
whole change, the
Yeah,
whole world is
like you
looking
like
whoop whoop. I'm a different person.
yeah. No, it don't work that way. It don't
Yeah,
work.
it just
It's slowly.
right. It just puts you even like maybe you might it's the change is so small you don't even recognize it
Mm-hmm.
until a few stuff happen. Like you said, few stuff build up and you can
Mm-hmm.
look back and say, oh snap, it's crazy how these things just built up after I was focusing on a certain crystal that was
Mm-hmm.
targeted to that environment.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Exactly. And yeah, we can have church on this one right here because people don't actually understand. Like I had this conversation with a guy that I did a podcast with just the other day. I'm like, yo, like people don't actually understand. I was actually talking about Christians. I was like,
Hmm.
because I'm Christian and stuff. I
Hmm.
was like, you know what? If you believe in God, if you believe in Jesus, you still believe in the ghost, right? You still believe
Hmm.
in ghosts because Christians be saying, "Oh, there ain't no such thing as ghosts." I mean, like, yeah, you believe in one. It's called
Yep.
the Holy Ghost.
Oh,
Come on,
let me do the dance now.
yeah. I'm like, yo, yeah. So,
Hmm.
and I was telling him like, when it comes to like spiritual things and energy, that is a conversation. That is like a 3-hour special.
Listen,
Yeah.
I don't even know if this amount of time for how much stuff that can go on in a conversation with that topic. It's
Hmm.
so
Yeah, it's
many
it's really
ranges.
not. It's really not. It's just like how long can your brain take to stay up?
For real, no, for real though, because after I be talking too much about the cosmic and stuff like that, I just be
Yeah.
like, all right, now it's done. I'm done. I done talked about it so much. When you exercise up so much, you just gotta
Hmm.
breathe. You gotta let it go. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
when you got the energy to go back into it, okay, now let's
Hmm.
get deeper. You know what I'm saying? Let's dive back in it.
Yeah.
You
Real
know,
talk.
but
Yes, indeed.
yes, and that's something I had to learn for myself. And it's funny that you say that.
Hmm.
People talk about some is they don't believe in ghosts, but they're praising a ghost.
Come on
Um,
now.
you know what I'm saying? Um, well, I would, yeah, something like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I
But
feel. I feel where you're coming from because it's called the Trinity. I'm like this. It's the
mhm,
Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Y'all
yes,
still, praise into a
a
spirit.
spirit,
Yeah, and you
exactly.
say you don't believe in the spirit. Like that's a whole different
Mm, That's
show for a 2-hour special right
yes.
there.
Yes. But like
Yes,
really I had
indeed.
to I had to learn that, because when I was just getting diving into my spiritual journey, I
Hmm.
wasn't trying to, pay any attention to the negative,
Oh
to
yeah.
those dark spirits.
Oh
I
yeah.
was trying to, pretend like they wasn't existent.
Exactly.
But I was falling still. I wasn't really getting too far because it has to be balanced. Like I said,
Mm-hmm.
we don't know the light without the dark. You feel what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Come on now.
So you have to recognize the
Mm-hmm.
black. You have to recognize, you know,
Yeah.
that lower energy or that other energy so you can
Mm-hmm.
really be able to appreciate, you
Mm-hmm.
know, what it is that's the highest good that you know you are going for, stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
when I just changed, you know, changing my views and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's okay. I don't fear, you know, and
Yeah.
talk about fear too. I do fear. I do
Yeah.
fear,
Oh yeah.
but I have the courage to face my fear. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, because you can't have courage without having fear. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you got to be
Exactly.
scared of something to say, you know what, fuck this. I don't care. I'm scared. I'm still going on to it.
And you know, there's some people that do it in silence. So it also too be like this. You be asking them, "Hey man, are you okay?" They be like this, "Nah, I'm good." And you be like, "No, you ain't good. You want to talk about?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I'm good." Because they don't like some people internalize it and try to work through it themselves, and then
Mm-hmm.
there's others that's verbal about it, and you know they just need somebody to hear them and stuff.
Yes.
But
And you,
yeah, I've been both. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been both.
mm-hmm. Me too.
So
Like, cause everybody, you know, we have our shifts, or you know, we ain't the
hmm
same person. What was
yeah,
good for us at one time ain't probably good for us when you're on the next level.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? How we do
exactly.
things.
And that goes with the whole thing that you was talking about with fear and stuff. Cause like if you do not fear nothing, then how you gonna be able to say you had the courage to do something?
Exactly. Exactly. Now I'm gonna
And
clap for you on that
yeah,
one.
and like that's something that I learned in life from like the age of 7 and stuff.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? And my dad,
mhm,
like like give it up for my folks and stuff. They did their best. You know, everybody's parents ain't perfect. Now I'm gonna be
mhm,
honest with you,
mhm,
but they everybody's parents at least try to tell their kids and show their kids, hey, this is what's going to happen. But kids, it's gonna hit you. And when
mhm,
it hits you, you're gonna
mhm.
be like this. Damn.
Yeah.
So
Yep. Yep.
so so my moral of the story to everybody that's going to do something like this, turn your damn moment into a praise moment. And what I
Mm,
mean turn your damn moment into a praise moment is this. Like take off all the layers, all the negative, all the positive, everything. When you come down to the minute source of just saying, you know what? Today is fucked up. But I woke up this morning. You already prayed. You already blessed. Okay? It's that simple. And when you start thinking that way and build on that, then the positive vibes start piling
yes.
on
You
and bring
see
you up
the
to a higher level.
change.
Yeah.
Yes, you see the change once you start coming at it in a different way.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, because that's 100% true. That's a
hmm
100% true.
And so that's why it's okay to fear things, but don't let that fear overtake your brain.
Exactly.
There you go.
Yes. Yes. Yo, can I tell you example?
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was out here in Texas, right? This is a short
hmm
example. I tell long stories. I'm gonna keep it short though.
Okay.
I was out here in Texas one time, and you know I was with my uncle because I have a few family members out there. So I was out with the family. And my
hmm
uncle, he was getting his license, you know, getting his license
Yeah.
renewed.
Yeah.
So while he's there, it's like Brennan with the whoop, but I see these big ass cows. Now, if you in Texas, okay,
Yeah.
see,
Oh
I had to
yeah.
have the little accent because I've been in there for a little bit. But if you in Texas, everywhere, you know, it's just land and animals, okay, land and animals.
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah, so
Yeah.
we driving, we would have turn around, parking lot across the street. I see this gate full of big cows. Now, of course, we see them all the
hmm
time, but I've never been so, you know, up close. I've only seen them in the cars. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And I was like, they was literally right across the street. I'm like, you know what? I want to go to the cow. I want to go to the cow. Like, and mind you, the cow, I didn't really realize how big they are, in real life. So this cow was taller than my body on 4 legs and fatter than me. Okay, and they all had their labels and stuff like that. So I immediately felt I felt pain when I went over there. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause damn, they getting banded or whatever you call it. So I go across the street. And I always had a thing with animals. That's probably why some told me just go to the cows. I go across the street. The road is super empty. I look, and as soon as I get to the yellow line, that a cow, the biggest cow, just looked up and just right at me. So I'm like, yo, this cow about to try to get me. I'm like, oh, but then I'm like, it's a cow. Cows don't try to get you. But I was afraid, okay? Before I went up there, I said, yo, that cow looks sweet. I let me go up there to the cows with no fear. Started getting closer. Then
that animal started getting bigger.
I'm like, hold up. You know what I'm saying? Can't do it. I jumped out. So I was like, dang, I can't do it. I let the fear get in the way. And then I was over there talking to my cousin. I was like, you know what? Dang, I want to go to the. He that's what he had slept in my mind. Like, that's a cow. They supposed to be big. You see, he eating grass. He ain't trying to hurt you. He probably just peeping that you came over. You're not trying to know who is you.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? You're right.
Now,
swallowed it.
I will say one thing. Now, if that bull was around, that's a different story.
That's a different story. Okay, I ain't walking up to no bull. Okay, I ain't doing that. Not that close. The way the gate was, I'm in my head. You create stories. So in my head, I'm like, yo, this cow finna jump over, run me over, and then I don't even know.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Yeah, but after that, he knocked it on my head. I was like, you know what? Let me do it. Swallowed it. And I walked across the street. But it felt so much better doing it to see that I was able to conquer that little fear and walked over and realized, damn, it's really not what I thought. And that's what it be for a lot of people. We be so afraid of the outcome that we don't even realize it ain't what you think. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
The only fears that we are born with is the fear of noise and the fear of falling. So all other fears that's implanted in us is from generations, it's from society, what we see, what we hear. Half those things aren't our fears. Sometimes you might just gotta just go and see, oh damn, there's no reason for me to even be afraid.
Oh shoot, man, I'm trying to tell you, man, this a show.
Yes, I love it.
Yes, indeed. I'm loving this vibe in right here. The vibe is real.
Yes, I was excited from the start. I already knew it's that intent because I knew. I was like, look, we about to be fire on this. Oh, I love it.
Yes, indeed. Shoot. So, before Nika, do you want to do a piece?
Yeah.
Okay, so before we do the piece and stuff, because someone tells me it's about to be fire and stuff like that. So tell people where they could come and reach out with you and get to give them your credentials where they could come and see you.
All right. Well, you can go ahead. You can follow me on Instagram at Goddess Emajah. GoddessEmajah. Goddess Emajah. When I do post, I do live spoken word shows, so if I have one coming up and you follow me on Instagram, you'll be updated. I'll be in Philly, but sometimes I might be in Houston or I might be in Atlanta, so just follow me, and then if you're around in the city, then come through, show love.
Okay, shoot, yeah, I might need to see how to get on that spoken word scene, because I'm like, yo, I'm even though I'm in the DFW area, it's like, yo, I'm like, Hey, how you doing? Oh,
Yeah.
hold on. Y'all not wearing no mask in here. Wait, cut it.
I'm
I
gonna send
love
you
my
some
health.
stuff. I'm gonna send you some stuff. I've been to Dallas a few times, so I
Hmm.
might know a few events that's going up there too. So I'll let you know.
Okay, cool. So yes, y'all. At this time, we are gonna go ahead go into the poetry corner. Y'all know how I used to do it on the podcast on the audio. Now, y'all already know what's going down. So yes, here she is, Miss Goddess Emajah. Here we go. It's all yours.
Oh, okay. All right. Tell me about the last time you was the reason of a smile. Tell me about the last time you seen a brother walking down the street and told him that he had nice sneaks. Or that you seen a sister coming out the masjid that she looked beautiful. Tell me about the last time. See, all we do in this life of sin is get up, go to sleep, and work. But the neighbor 2 doors down just lost her son, and we got the sugar to her cake. You see, we can help. Our brothers and sisters need us, and they ain't too far from. You letting all of these things get in the way of distracting you from what's one, distracting you from what's gonna precede you, what's gonna help you. Don't be afraid to show that help though. Don't be afraid to go through what you need to. Go that extra mile. Show people what love is. Introduce them to the feelings of the high energy. Put them in that high business. Tell people that, look, you ain't alone. Tell people that, look, I got you. Even though I don't know you, I got you. Call me if you need me. I'll give you my number too. See, people think that we gotta have a reason just to be nice. We gotta have a reason. No, ain't no reason. Why do you think God made this planet? For a reason? Or for the beauty? For the peace? For the love? Do what you want to do just for the love. Thank you. That was it. That's what I got. Like little shorts. Thank you. Thank you.
I was feeling that.
Oh,
I was feeling that. That was beautiful.
thank you.
That was deep. I'm like, yo, cause I was like, yo, she said absolutely right. What if you want to just help a brother and sister out, just help them out. And I'm like, yo,
Yes.
she on it.
Yes,
She
and
on
that's the message,
it.
and go ahead, go ahead.
Y'all like this, yo. Now I'm just saying,
See, I'm
yo,
getting
that's
passionate
deep.
too. It's there. It's
That's deep.
there.
That's deep. I'm like, yo, because I'm notorious for like helping people. Like,
Mm-hmm.
be like there was one person that I was helping, and people swore up and down. I'm like, bro, you sleeping with her? I'm like, no, I ain't sleeping with her. I'm just helping her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, it's like you always have, like, people always think that you gotta do something for somebody. Like, when you do something for somebody, you gotta get something in return. I'm like, no, bro, that's
Mm-hmm.
not what giving is about.
Mm-hmm. And you're not supposed to give with an intent of, if you give
Exactly.
right, like if you talking about business, yeah, you invested something for
Yeah.
an investment back,
Well,
but
yeah, that's business.
that's business. If
Yeah.
you just living a life which we
Yeah.
have, and you give, it's not, you're not giving
Yeah.
correctly if you're giving with an intention that you're going to get something
Exactly.
back. You just give from your heart because you
Hmm.
have the space to. Now, if you don't have the opportunity to, you don't have the space, your cup not full enough to give,
Hmm.
then don't. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Don't.
But
But
you could always pray for somebody.
you can pray.
Yeah.
Okay, amen.
That's
And they
free.
don't have to know. They
Yeah, they
don't
don't
have to
have to
know.
know.
But that word in that atmosphere, if you praying
Hmm.
for yourself and it works, you think you're going to pray for other people and it not work?
Yeah, exactly. And man, I think somewhere down the road we forgot about that giving.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I have, and it's funny to me that around Christmas, all of a sudden people get this joy of giving,
Mm-hmm.
and you have people like you and I that's probably like, Yo, we do this 24/7, 7 days a
Exactly.
week.
Yes. Yes.
Y'all just doing it for
Yes.
1 month.
Right.
So
And look, sometimes giving too ain't always about the materialistic thing.
yeah,
You
exactly.
give the food of thought. You know,
You
you
give your
plant a
time.
seed, right? You give your time. You can't get the time back.
Come
You know
on
what
now.
I'm saying? You give people that seed, and then you let them grow it. You let them water it. But that's all they needed was the seed. You know what I'm saying? So you played still a very important part. You know,
Oh yeah.
and that word, it was about.
Come on now.
It was about me. You know, like we were saying earlier, because I
I knew
remember. I remember when I first moved to Texas. I'm from Philadelphia, but when I first moved to Texas, I was like, I just walked around. I mean, I'm just walking around getting in my neighborhood, and everywhere I go, people just waving. And I'm like, why are they waving? Like, you know, do they know me? Do I know them? Like, are they trying to get something? You know, like, what are they waving at me for? Not thinking that, oh snap, wave just means, hey, how you doing? You know,
yes, indeed.
like just saying hi. You know,
Yeah.
so when I get back to Philly, I'm like, see, now I done got it in my system. So when I just see people, just to wave, because I'm not trying to give off no negative energy. I want to spread this positivity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Spread whatever it is that you need in a good way. Okay.
And
But it is
and you know, you hit on something that's funny though.
what?
When people from the north get the first taste of that southern hospitality, be like this. What the hell, y'all? Man, what you want? Who your people? I don't know you.
Right, exactly. The love, the support down there.
Yeah.
It's unmatched. I haven't seen that in Philadelphia, but I believe that it can come, you know, but it's not about the state, it's about the people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the people that bring that around. So it's like, it's nothing wrong with seeing somebody saying, hey, you know what I'm saying? Because I used to be like, hey, I be wanting to compliment women, but I'd be like, nah, women, they be feeling too empty, woo, woo, make me not. But really, you just look nice. You know what I'm saying? And everything that you take after that, that's up to you. But it helped me get out that much, because now I'm thinking about, oh, damn, I should have complimented this woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, hey, you look nice. Your sneakers look nice. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, you know, just make others feel good. When you make others feel good, you start to feel good and without intention.
Now.
Without
Come
intention.
on. And that's how I was raised. And that's something that you know, we are all, I think, truly gifted with the moment we come out the womb, but the world corrupts our brain.
Yes, you're right.
Because if you ever look at like the little babies, they will play with anything and everything.
Pure, so pure.
Like
Just
they don't
everything.
care whether you white, black, Hispanic, Asian, if you're a dog, if you're a cat, if you're a snake.
They want to play.
They want to play with it. Like,
yes.
What happened to us from that state to the state that we are now?
And that is
Yeah.
that's oh yeah, we definitely in church. I hope these people that's listening is really listening. Okay.
Oh
because
yeah.
That is like that with everything, you know. Not only just the immediate nurturing, like hospitality, that's probably in all of us when we grow. Well, that's most like that is in all of us when we are young and infant. But just everything other than that, our gifts, you know what I'm saying? Our senses are all up at the highest. You know, we don't have no fear. We just live in a life to live a life with the intention of having fun instead of the intention of, you know, paying a bill or trying to satisfy some material need. We try to satisfy our own needs first. And it's like, now that we are getting an awareness, you know, more awareness, that people can start making changes to revert back to who you was as a kid. That's why they say, like, yo, that inner child is always in you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
real talk.
and you can't, like, it's times where she needs to be or he, you know, needs to be put away, and you need to be mature, and you need to be present in the moment. But there's also plenty of times where the world gives us opportunities to just be our kid self. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And not worry about what could happen, you know?
Yeah. And like, look.
It's them what ifs that
hmm
stop you. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? For
The
real.
would've, could've, should've. No,
Okay.
actually, the would've would turn into the could've, and then the should've is going to make you say, "Man, I regret."
Right. And that's what we don't want. We
Yeah,
don't
we
want
don't want that.
regret.
We don't want no regret in life because we got a lot of people in the graveyard that got a lot of regrets and stuff, and that's why their spirit is still walking.
Yes.
And stuff.
And you're right. And you
Ow,
know,
I just hit my knee.
see, that was some real stuff. I think somebody was trying to warn you. Hey, look, don't be talking about me now. I'm working on myself.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, but you know, like that's you're right. You know, with regrets, like you even alive, you know, it's more even when you're alive, you still feel regrets. You know what I'm saying? And it weighs heavily on you. But regret can also see everything can be a flip side to it. You know, it's never just one way. You feel what I'm saying? So you're never just stuck in this one element. Somebody find themselves like living now today. Well, I can speak for more for us living because I don't know about them spiritual. You know what I'm saying? But like for us that's living that and we make mistakes that we later on regret, we can just instead of just trying to hide and try to, you know, try to not accept the fact that we did something we really didn't want to do, embrace it. And it's going to be really hard to embrace it, but that's the point. You're regretting it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to be easy for you to embrace, you know, what you're regretting if you're trying to hide it. But it's about the process. You know, are you going to allow this regret to just let you stay in this one place? Or are you going to say, I'm not regret is just a feeling that I'm experiencing? You feel what I'm saying? And I have the power to change it from perspective. I was saying, I be saying perspective so many times. I just try to switch my words up, but the meaning is the same. Okay.
Okay, I feel you.
View,
I feel you.
okay.
Hey, believe me, I'm with you. I'm with you on this. I'm like this.
It's the view. You know what I'm saying?
Come on
like,
now. Come on.
Sit in that. All that lower energy, and I don't even want to say lower energy anymore because it's just another energy. You know what I'm saying? Because who's to say the high is the high? The high could just be the other. As above, so below.
Exactly.
So you know what I'm saying?
It's pretty much like, okay, I got another way of how if some people listening to this podcast still don't understand how energy works, okay, there's one end, there's another end, okay. They taught you this in school, okay. Like when you dealing with numbers, all right, 0 is a number. What comes after 0, whether it's a 1 or a -1, it's still a number, but it's your perspective. You know what I'm saying? So your -1 may be a +1 for somebody else.
Exactly.
And your +1 might be a negative to them. So
right.
So
that's why we
say,
can't do the same thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Everybody is in this world trying to be the same kind of person, do the same kind of things. You realize your parent is not this person's parent. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, y'all, we can't.
Yeah, we can't. And that comes not from being taught that comes with just living. You know, you learn that from living like this. You know what? I can never ever judge this person over here because I don't know what they going through.
Exactly.
All I can do is do like this. Look, how can I help you?
Exactly. Right.
Pretty
That's
much.
It. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Like, and that's why I don't judge people. And I wish, like, because from your poem, we still talking about your poem. Because
in a different aspect.
From a different aspect. But it's just, you know, it was so impacted with so much. I was like, yo, yeah. Now this is the show. I'm like,
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
indeed.
you.
So yeah, I had to bring it back and stuff. But yo, so what else you want to talk about? What inspired you about this poem right here?
Not only was it me, I had to
Mm-hmm.
think a little bit because what else inspired me, I know now, is it's just the world that I live in. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Everything that I see on a day-to-day basis. Like, I'm not the only woman who feels like I can't approach women. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of women out here who feel like they're by themselves, that they don't have people, they don't have good friends, and like people just want to fight, be about drama. You know what I'm saying? Or it might be the opposite. It might be the women that like drama and they be like, oh, all these girls are just boring and woo woo woo.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, instead of trying to, and then with guys as well, it's a whole lot of, instead of trying to be brothers, we trying to be enemies. You know what I'm saying? We trying to
Exactly.
fight each other instead of just realize, like,
Exactly.
yo, we all literally, me and you don't look too different. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like two eyes, one nose, mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't look too much different. So for you to go out and you judging people, you know what I'm saying? Like you were saying,
Mm-hmm.
and I also understand too that judging is like, it's something in our brain that makes us assume how a
Mm-hmm.
person is before they speak. That's okay. That's a part of our psyche. But
Mm-hmm.
it's now our choice on decide, are we going to act on this opinion that we created in our mind, or are we going to give this person a chance to be who they are? You know
Come
what
on
I'm
now.
saying? Like,
Come on.
and that's also, I feel like, because I was tuning in, like, me being invisible and just on the streets. You know what I'm saying? What's
Mm-hmm.
going on the streets? You know, people, they're not paying attention. They're not caring. Only focusing on themselves. But like, you can focus on yourself and
Mm-hmm.
still focus on other people. We are on this earth to serve, whether you like it or not. Like, if you got a
Come
job,
on
you're
now.
serving. Okay, you know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
Come on now.
Like, and it's up to us to decide whatever we want to serve. Yeah, you could just, whatever you want to do it, but make
Come
sure
on.
that you keeping the rules, because nature runs in an order. And I feel like people today, especially those people who's taking advantage of nature, they forgot that nature runs on a strict order, and it doesn't run without the order. You know,
Come on now.
and a
Oh.
part of those orders is the laws of the universe. And
Mm-hmm.
in those laws of the universe is be accepting. You know what I'm saying? And be open at times. You know, like, everything is literally a counteract to it. You don't want to be too nice, but you don't want to
Mm-hmm.
not be nice at all. You
Yeah,
know,
exactly. Come on now.
you don't want to be stingy, but you also want to just, give when you can. So
Mm-hmm.
that is about the balance. It's not having just one thing.
Yeah. Shoot. They call that the grace giving, y'all. Yeah. Grace giving is when you could afford it
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that, and you give it
Mm.
without even being told. It just comes out your spirit, and you just want to give.
Yes.
That's
Yep.
grace giving right
Yep.
there. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
look it up. It's somewhere in the Bible. But yes,
I
indeed,
love it.
sister. Yes, indeed. I really enjoyed this day right here.
Yes,
Uh,
me too. It's a light.
yes,
I'm gonna
and
have the best day. I'm so glad we had this conversation.
yes, I already knew that this interview was gonna be fire because I was
Yeah.
like like how you said it was just something inside you that was saying that
Yeah.
it's gonna be fire and stuff. Same thing was going on with me. I was like this. That's why you saw me rocking side to side.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like this. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Connected.
yeah, yes,
Connected.
yes,
You
indeed.
know?
But yeah, that's when good minds that thinking like and pure and stuff. Yo, when they connect. And sister, you are always welcome back on this show. In fact, you're gonna be on this show probably very soon because we need to hear some more of those poetries. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so let me know. Let me know. I will make my schedule available because this is something that's needed. I always take the time to talk about things that I think about on a day to day. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's good having other people be able to be on that kind of topic with us. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Like, let's
yes. Oh
talk
yes,
about stuff that
indeed.
people normally don't talk about, and let's grow. You know what I'm saying? Let's do stuff we didn't think we could do. Let's start stuff we didn't know we knew that we was actually really gifted in. You know
Oh
what
yeah.
I'm saying? So
Oh
I
yeah.
really love this opportunity. I'm so glad. Let me know when you need me on here again. I'll be ready.
Okay. Okay. We'll do. We'll do. And this is why I switched my whole podcast, because I used to have like people that was like speakers and stuff like that. You know, like this, like the what they called it, the self-esteem people and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, that's good, but these are not my people. This is not my
Yeah.
people. So I was like, this. Let me start looking up some poetry people. I'm starting seeing a whole list of y'all. I'm like, this, yes. All
We
y'all
out
come this
there.
way. Y'all got a home.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
All
And
right. We
that's
got that
what T Corn.
community.
Yeah, that's what T Corner was made for. Was for the poets, the writers, the songwriters, the creators. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
That's
yeah.
dope. You know, give us artists the opportunity to express, you know,
Oh
and
yeah.
explain what we mean, because a lot of people, they overlook it. They don't understand really the depths, you know, of a saying. You know what I'm saying? Of
Yeah.
a word. And so, you know, you give us this opportunity, you know, and it's beautiful. So thank you.
Uh, you're welcome, sister. And once again, I want to say you always welcome back, and I'll catch you next time. And stay on, cause yeah, we'll talk after the show, okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right. Peace, everyone. Thanks for having me.
All right, y'all. Okay, so yes, indeed. She said a lot, y'all, and she truly blessed my soul and stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you, y'all saw me rocking side to side. I'm trying to contain the Holy Ghost and stuff like that. So, with that being said, like I said before, to all poets, all songwriters, all creators. You artists, you paint, guess what? You got a home. You like to write symphonies, guess what? You got a home. You like to write poetry, guess what? You got a home. Come on to the T Corner, y'all. Brought to you by StreamYard and T Line Beats Production, y'all. So until next time, this is CEO Spoken King signing out. Peace, love, and many blessings to you all. And CEO out.